Hey everybody, and thank you for checking out this video about Watcher of Realms' newest hero, Valeriya. In this video, I'm going to be covering the lore of Valeriya, as well as a bit about her as a hero in the game to help hopefully get you excited for her release in the game this Friday the 15th. Brave and bloodthirsty, valiant and determined, Valeriya is a terrifying yet just warrior who combines the strongest of orc attributes with those of humans. Sharpening her beloved claymore, she dreams of taking over the orc clan who adopted her, in vengeance on those who wronged her. The orcs of Taya are not known for being accommodating to outsiders, often choosing to kill anyone different from them, rather than trying to understand them, which highlights just how unusual the tale of Valeriya the Beast Knight is. A human born into a Yalnor mining outpost, not far from the borders of the Roaring Canyon, where a lot of the orcs make their home, Valeriya grew up in a poor family. Her mother died in childbirth, while her father, from what little she remembers of him, was a guard, protecting the mine with his fine armor and claymore. However, life in the frontier land was difficult, not only due to the climate and dangerous mines, but also the threat of raids from increasingly emboldened orcs. One morning when Valeriya was a girl of 8 years old, orcs raided the settlement for resources and slew all who resisted. Her father, being a guard, fought valiantly, but fell in battle. The young Valeriya then picked up her father's claymore to fight off the orcs, but it was too heavy. She was unable to lift it, and so she instead plunged her father's dagger into the neck of one orc, slaying him. The chieftain leading the raid, Kishkan, was so amused that he decided to adopt her as his own child, as he had no children of his own. While she was filled with hate at first, soon she became interested in the orcs and learned their language and ways. She was taken on raids known as secret ceremonies to the King of Storms few outsiders had ever seen, and celebrated with them at their feasts. Still, remembering her own ways and learning those of the orcs, she serves as a connection between the worlds of orcs and humans. All the while, however, she never forgot what Kishkan did to her father, and schemes for her revenge. In adulthood, she became one of the finest warriors in the tribe, and thus called the Beast Knight, for she did not fight as a puny human, but as a savage beast. Kishkan saw her potential and presented her with a special gift, her human father's armor and claymore that she had once tried to wield back when she was small, but now reforged by the finest orc blacksmiths to fit her. While others are suspicious of her and see her as a threat to the power of the orcs, fearful of her revenge, she loves the orcs and dreams of taking over the tribe so she can prove she is a better leader than Kishkan. She is driven by justice and fights for honor, long plotting to kill her unsuspecting adopted father Kishkan and take over. She sits in her mud hall, decorated with the heads of her enemies, dreaming of inheriting the tribe and avenging the wrongs they did to her kind with blood. This story, I think, is a pretty cool one. It kind of makes me think of the other great revenge stories and movies that I've seen, like The Northman or The Mask of Zorro, but especially of someone like Gamora from the Marvel movies, where Thanos also killed her family and then adopted her and taught her to kill. The name Valeriya itself makes me also think of Game of Thrones, which had mythical weapons forged from Valyrian steel. What I found interesting about Valeriya's story is that she eventually let go of the hate she had for the orcs. All but Kishkan, of course. But then she really embraced the orc culture. While she still had plans to kill Kishkan, I found it surprisingly thoughtful of Kishkan to reforge her human father's armor and sword to give her as a gift. It makes him a more complicated villain in her story. And the fact that Valeriya hasn't killed him yet makes me think maybe she thinks it's pretty complicated too. Either way, I think the idea of the human raised by orcs while maintaining a bit of humanity is a great idea for a character and makes me excited to use her in the game. Speaking of the game, Valeriya is a fearless fighter with explosive single-target burst damage, who is in both the Chaotic Dominion faction and the Nightmare Council faction. Like the rest of the Chaotic Dominion heroes, her attack and defense rise dramatically as her HP drops, turning her into a formidable force for your team. Like the rare hero Decimus, she also has an unyielding state that triggers when she takes fatal damage while using her ultimate ability, which lasts for 16 seconds, during which she absolutely pumps out burst damage and crits, before eventually dying. But if she isn't using her ultimate, she will begin to self-heal by a small percentage once she goes under 30% HP. Like the others in the Chaos Dominion faction, she also features the Arena Mastery talent, making her cheaper to deploy in arena battles. This means Valeriya is going to be a staple in some arena teams, as well as your guild boss and artifact material raid with your Nightmare Council team gaining the faction's incredible attack speed boost. What do you think of Valeriya? YouTuber Mbucket gives her an S- rating on his overall scoring, but I haven't heard enough people getting hyped for her like they are for Brokir. Let me know in the comments if you're hoping to get her, and if you need her as a fighter for content. I'll be summoning this weekend during the surprise Invocation of Spirits 1+1 event, and I definitely won't be upset if I pull her, especially since I've read a bit about her lore now. That's all about Valeriya. Make sure you like and subscribe if you want to see more Watcher of Realms content, especially more lore videos like these. Keep an eye out for my video on Brokir, which will also be coming in a few days. And let me know what other character you'd like to see me do lore videos on. Until then, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.